Hi, my name is Christina Kimmel, and my article was the student engagement in the classroom read alouds. It's based on considering seating and timing in class when you're reading with your students. As you can see, it has multiple authors, and it was published in the summer of 2015. It was quite an enjoyable article to read. The topics that we're going to cover in the presentation are the background knowledge of what story time looks like, the three main parts, so before you read with your students, while you're reading with your students, and after you're reading with your students. Just some existing techniques and improvements that are made. There's also two additional factors that are really cool that they add, and then with engagement, the beneficial of seating, verbal and non-verbals, and then the duration of the reading time. Some background knowledge is that early childhood classroom read-alouds build a range of important early literacy knowledge and skills for young children. So this is basically saying that it's really beneficial for teachers to read with their students, just because it's good for students to hear the different stories and different ways that they can use their words. So the most beneficial ages or grades is preschool, kindergarten, and first grade. Those are our prime years that we tend to read with our students, where they really soak up all that information. You can still read with your students chapter books and things like that when they get older, but the early grades are definitely the most beneficial. So why is it beneficial? It enhances students' comprehension and their vocabulary. So the three main parts, or the three important parts of reading with your students, is the before reading. So you want to be able to position your book so the illustrations are clearly visible for your students. You want to show them the cover of the book so they can make predictions about what they think it might be. And then establish a purpose for reading so they don't think they're just reading it for no reason. While they're reading their book, you want to read with expression, so make cool faces, make sounds, and ask questions to discuss the book. You want to respond to their comments. We want to make them feel important and that all their comments, as long as they're geared towards the book, make sure that they're heard. And then after the reading, you want to encourage the students' responses, so have them talk about what they think, what they thought of the book, or anything like that, and then finally just ask for more questions. So for the engagement portion, what engagement basically is, it's during the reading. It indicates personal commitment to creating understanding while one is reading or listening. So just how involved in the reading they are. So tips for keeping them engaged is creating anticipation before reading the book, so really making the book sound interesting and something that they would want to partake in. So varying your pace and tone to create suspense during the book is also a really good way to keep them engaged. Involving students in discussion related to their interests, so keeping the topics based on things that the students all might have in common, or things that they find fun, or just ways to make the reading more fun and less of a grade and more of a fun thing to do with their teacher. And the seating of the students is very important. So in the article, they discuss two separate seating options, which is cluster seating, which is where the students are all gathered around the teacher in certain areas, but they're all kind of in a group. And then there's also ring seating, which is where the teacher is sat a part of the ring, and students are sat all around them, as you can see in the images below. So the seating is definitely very important, and studies have shown that actually the cluster seating has been more beneficial because the students are closer to their teacher and they're getting a lot more information and they're being a lot more engaged. The duration of the reading time is also very important. So the read aloud durations range from 7 to 23 minutes. Of course, with different patterns varying for each teacher, what works best for your students, obviously, and things like that. So our short read alouds are less than 12 minutes long. Our average read alouds are about 12 to 20 minutes long. And then our long read alouds are going to be more than 20 minutes. And for the 20-minute read alouds, it's more for our older grades than our younger grades, because you start to lose your students after that average read aloud. Something to always remember is keeping your students involved and not bored. If you start to see that you're losing your students, you want to make something exciting happen or ask them more questions to get them involved. And then a few questions that I have to leave with you guys is, out of the information provided, what do you think is the best way to keep your students actively engaged? Between the seating and things like that, what do you think would work best for your students? The second question would have to be, what questions could you ask your students before, during, and after you read to them? Like, what would be really good, like, go-to questions that they can, like, prepare for, that they know that they're going to be asked these questions, so maybe I should be thinking while my teacher's reading, because I know she's going to ask them at the end of the book. So, and that's pretty much all I have, so I hope that you benefited from my presentation.